In Module 1, I have learned that matter also has a physical properties. This includes the volume and the mass. I also learned that if a matter has undergone a chemical change, then we can observe its chemical properties. I realized that matter and its properties is one of the most important thing in this world, because we humans and everything around us is also a matter. That's why if matter doesn't exist, then we will also not exist.
There are many things that I have learned about atomic theories and laws of matter. I also learned about the people who contributed in this topic. I realized that we are learning atomic theory because it enables people to see the world in terms of atom to properties of matter, including gas, liquid, and solid. My funniest experience in M2 is my experience in the lobster. While doing a certain activity here, I got stuck for at least 10 minutes. I'm not sure how long. That got me laughing because I should have done it in a minute if I read the instructions and followed them properly and accordingly. It's difficult for me because it takes me a long time to understand some things, but I did learn so much in Module 3. I learned about chemical bondings, the two main types of bonds, the Lewis dot structure, and steps on how to write them. I realized that chemical bonding is everywhere. The proteins we need, carbohydrates we eat, gas we use in our car, oxygen we breathe, medicines we need are a result of chemical bonding between atoms. I had no funny experience in M3 in my memory, but funny thing is I got through Module 3 despite my poor learning ability.
In Module 4, I have learned that chemical reaction is important because it helps us to know or to understand the properties of matter. I also learned that chemical equation is also important because they show us how the reactants are formed and also show us the products of it. I realized that chemical reaction is one of the most important thing in our human life because our bodies use them every day to keep us alive.
Module 5 focused on the mole concept and stoichiometry conversions. This module showed me that a balanced chemical reaction gives equivalences in moles, allowing stoichiometry calculations to be completed. We learned how to solve mole-to-mole, mole-to-mass, and mass-to-mass chemical equations. When we were answering the given activity in this module, I learned that you can never understand a given activity if you don't thoroughly understand the topic, which happily I did. Module 6 taught us how to answer for the limiting and excess reactants in a given chemical equation. What I discovered is that the terms reactant and reagent are not identical, where I learned that in a reaction, the reactant is a substrate, whereas a reagent is a catalyst.
In organic chemistry, a functional group is a specific group of atoms or bonds within a compound that is responsible for the characteristic chemical reactions of that compound. The same functional group will behave in a similar fashion by undergoing similar reactions, regardless of the compound of which it is a part. We have realized that functional groups play a significant role in directing and controlling organic reactions. Alkyl chains are often non-reactive, and the direction of site-specific reactions is difficult. Biological macromolecules play a critical role in cell structure and function. Most large biological molecules are polymers, long chains made up of repeating molecular subunits called monomers. These simple monomers can be linked into many different combinations to produce a complex biological polymers, just as a few types of Lego blocks can build anything from a house to a car.